Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Yeah. Thank you all so much for tuning in to my podcast. I am your host, Joey Javale. Today is a special day for us fellas, us fathers. Yeah, today is our day. Yes. So I wanted to get on and record today because one thing I do know is that fathers do not get acknowledged like they should. A lot of times our day gets taken away by even mothers that feel like they play the role as both parents, you know. But I have to remind you that it wasn't just you that created that child. Whether the father was there or not, he should still be acknowledged as the father and be told Happy Father's Day. I can't say or speak for everyone, but I do know that there are a lot of fathers out there that are being punished for things that they have done to the significant other during the time of dating or pregnancy, or because of the lifestyle that they chose. It's sad how on Mother's Day you can go outside and you can ride around and you see baskets everywhere, you see flowers everywhere, you see t-shirts, you just see everything out there for, mothers and everything. But when you go outside on Father's Day, you don't see nothing but traffic. That's it. You don't really see lines at the restaurants and stuff. You don't see any of that really. You don't see Father's Day advertisements in a lot of places. There's really no acknowledgement for us, and I'm sorry to say it's sad. It's really really sad. And on top of that, it's sad that some fathers get treated really bad because of they're either dating someone else, talking to someone else, or they either came out as gay and being punished for that. It's crazy how so many people would rather have money than have time. Not the child, though. It's not the child. And it's so sad how it's almost like you have to ask for permission to see your child. Your child can't go nowhere unless the mother says so. Or you have to call and ask the mother, can you come and get your child? This is when you're young. Then you have to listen to the arguments and the drama and the fussing and the back and forth. This is my child. This is my child. Just because you want to see your child. And don't come around with another person, another significant other. Then at that point, it's no. We've had plans. We're busy, And the fathers get put down so much because of they do not want to deal with the drama that comes along with just picking their child up. It's really, really sad. And if it's any mother out there that wants to challenge me to what I'm saying, just hit me up. Let me know. I would love to have a mother's point of view as well, because right now I'm only speaking from the father's point of view. And I see a lot of things. I notice a lot of things. I have a lot of fathers in my family that are very good fathers, but being treated horrible. And then I have mothers in my family that is treating the men like they should be. I'm not going to say all of them, but the majority of them are, you know, allowing the father to be a father. And if he don't want to be a father, it is what it is. You know, they're not constantly bashing them or, constantly talking about them. That's one thing I can say and I respect about the women in my family is you don't hear them bashing their kid's father. They don't run straight to the um, system to put those people in their life. I can respect that about a lot of the women in my family, because it's sad how bitter some can be. And it's sad to see how much some fathers have to put up with. And it's sad that a lot of fathers are looked at as a check or just a number or a payment. You would rather see your child's father go to jail over a payment rather than just giving the child to the father to spend some time together. I can only speak for me. I have paid over, sad to say, y'all, but close to hundreds of thousands of dollars in child support for one child. And currently, right now, I'm still owing about $44,000 in back pay, and a lot of that is just interest that the mother is not even going to see. And especially when your child is grown, you know, and especially when you spent so much time with your child. Not only did you take care of one child, but you took care of another person's child as well. And like I said, my podcast is straight up real, raw, and my truth. And if anyone wants to get on here and challenge me, let's go. I'm ready. I like it. I want to speak the truth. I want people to hear the truth because some people do not understand the things that us men are having to go through just to be a father, especially us black brothers. It's ridiculous how when you start dating, it's always, oh, I'm not going to put such and such in your life. I don't want that to happen. But the moment you come out as gay, like me, oh man, all kind of things happen. You know, I was forced to talk to my kids. It was either you tell them or I tell them. And that's how that went. I wasn't ready to talk about that, but I had to make a choice. Either I tell them or she tell them. And I rather, I don't rather no one tell my story. I rather tell my own story. I do not want anyone else to tell my story but me, especially when I'm not ashamed to. And the moment I told my story, I went right on after that and went and bought shoes for my child. I haven't received a Happy Father's Day from the mother in I don't know how long. I mean, I seen my son gives it to me and tells me that, I love him to death, you know, and me and him have some disagreements. I mean, he's a teenager and I'm the father, so We go through things. Of course, that's how it is, and I understand. Um, but I do know that he loved me, and I know that he knows I love him. You know, and it's sad to say that I'm supporting another family. You know, I'm barely making it on my end, but I'm supporting another family that my son is not even a part of. You know, so it's crazy because my son is not getting nothing that's going into that house that I'm working hard for. I probably should have did this on video and show the receipt, but no, seriously, this is about Father's Day, and honestly, this is what some fathers go through on Father's Day when you have to sit around and you think like this. This is what you go through. Like you be wanting your kids so bad. Like some fathers cry on this day because they want nothing but their kids. They wanted a good relationship with their kids. Now some fathers probably got incarcerated when their child was born and missed the time their child growth. They feel bad about that. They missed some good times with their child due to that. And that happens. You never just know what they have to go through, you know. Um, but I guarantee you that you see a whole lot of black brothers on child support, a whole lot of black brothers, black men, or put on child support very, very fast out of anger or because they're not getting the meat anymore or because they are gay or because they're not following the rules that are set by the mother, not by the court, but by the mother. The mother has to say so. Like, no, you're not coming on this day. Stop calling on that day. No, you're not coming on this day. And they get to tell you who you can have around your child. Like, come on, how is that fair? How is it fair that I have to wake up every single day, working, 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 and more than most of my check is going over to somebody else's house to take care of somebody else's kids. Because remind you, my child is grown and gone on his own, taking care of himself. You know, how does that make any sense? And I'm not here to bash anyone. Again, I'm here to speak my truth. Something that I have had to live with my whole entire, you know, fatherhood life, that's bothered me. And I always say, you know what, once I'm gonna let go, let God, There was times when I had to work 3 and 4 jobs just so I can survive. That's how I ended up in the treatment center the very first time when I had a mental breakdown. That's how that happened. I had a mental breakdown because I was working 4 jobs, 2 full-time jobs and 2 part-time jobs at one time, trying to just take care of me because there was so much coming out of my check that I couldn't survive. I couldn't survive. And right now, it's almost pretty much the same thing. But guess what? I'm not going to do. I'm not going to go back out there and cause even more harm to myself just to pay others. I'm just going to stay comfortable at where I'm at. I'm comfortable and I'm going to stay that way. It's sad. It's really sad, especially when as a father, you were there since day one. You were there helping be a father when you didn't even have to. You were there with no help at that time, just you. But you was there.